Hello guys, Sue Jerry speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number 179. Today I read you my little golden book about the first moon landing. So let's read it now, shall we? So we got. It's by Chip Lovett, illustrated by Brian Sims. Here we go. The editors would like to thank Amy Gallagher, pioneer director of Radiation of Valley Community College, for assistance in preparation of this book. Okay, this is from 2019, All Reserve. Published by New York, Golden Book, New York release, okay? Makes sense anyway. So, yeah, just want to let you know about that. Anyway. On July 20th, 1969, two human beings walk on the moon for the very first time, and it's an amazing story. Okay, makes sense in any way, and yeah, it makes more difference in any way. So yeah, it's gonna be like astronauts, like in the Buzz Lightyear episodes that you saw last 3 episodes. Next page. Anyway. The moon is our planet's closest neighbor in space. It's more than 238,000 miles away from Earth. Wow, okay. Humans have already gazed up at the moon. And we have already have the same question. What's up there? Flying the moon seems impossible until the 1960s, okay? In 1961, President John F. Kennedy made a promise. He said America would land astronauts on the moon. Good enough, JFK. And return them safely to Earth by 1970. Exactly. This Foundation moon mission will later be given the name Apollo 11. Exactly. Just look at this scene here, okay? That's John F. Kennedy on the right, and that's the moon on the left. So there you go on that. Next page. Anyway, this is NASA's Saturn number 5 Apollo 11 sign things. Anyway, the American Space Agency is called NASA, which is going to be good enough, which stands for National Astronautics and Space Administration. Good enough. NASA would first need a powerful rocket to send the astronauts into space, okay? They built a 363-foot rocket, which is good enough, called Saturn V, okay? It was as tall as a 36-story building, okay? Saturn V will carry a second unit, a common model called Columbia, okay? It was shaped like a gumdrop, okay? And had a comment from the astronauts, okay? It will fly high above the moon's surface while the astronauts did their moonwalk, okay? The third spacecraft was a lunar lander named Eagle, okay? It looked like a giant insect. Eagle was dropped down from the command module and led 2 astronauts to the moon. Exactly. These astronauts got to do something with the Apollo 11 thing from 1969. You just have to do something about this. Same year Sesame Street came out. Next page. Anyway, 3 astronauts were chosen for Apollo 11. Neil Armstrong, Edwin Buzz Aldrin, who was in the Recess episode called Space Cadet, which I did a Recess Jokes episode one time about it, and Michael Collins were experienced test pilots, okay? They had already flown many dangerous missions in some of America's fastest jets, okay? On the morning of July 16th, 1969, the countdown began. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then smoke and flames burst into the bottom of the rocket. Blast off. Anyway, it didn't make sense to me, so there you go. It has to make more sense, from 1969 onwards. So there you go on that. Next page. Anyway. Soon Saturn V was high above Earth. Faster and faster it flew, 6,000 miles per hour, okay? Then 50,000 miles per hour, the rocket quickly reached a speed of more than 24,000 miles, per hour. Then that's more than 6 miles a second. Okay, it makes more sense than any way. So there you go. That's a rocket for you. From Earth to rocket and to the moon. There you go on that. Next page. Anyway. Once in space, Saturn V separated from the command module. Next to command module, separated from the lunar module, okay? To join the hatches of the command lunar module, okay? The command module, Columbia and the lunar module, Eagle, flew toward the moon, okay? After 3 days in space, the command module is finally in the right place above the moon. Exactly. So yeah, that makes more sense in any way. Yeah. So it has to take place and then put the American flag on here. So there you go on that. So yeah, it makes more sense in any way. Next page. Anyway, Armstrong and Aldrin got into their spacesuits. Then climbed into Eagle. Collins would stay in the command module, fly high above the moon. Exactly. And this is why I'm taking this care of it for. Anyway. There's no air on the moon. Yep, exactly. It can be both freezing cold and really hot in the same time. The astronaut spacesuits will give them air to breathe. Like Darth Vader did. Anyway, the suits would also keep them warm if they get too cold. Exactly. Or cool them off and they gets too hot. Exactly. Too much carbonation could fog up their helmets. And the astronauts would have no way to clean them up while wearing them. Yep. The helmets also had radio gear for communicating while Collins and the NASA scientists back on Earth. I have to agree on that. I'm talking about 1969. The thing is, this is 1969 we're talking about. And if you're talking about first millennium United States, you're talking about the sun and the moon landing to get the flag of the United States and just pull it down just in case we deal landings. That's just me, of course. Next page. Anyway, Armstrong Aldrin generally guided Eagle down to the moon's surface, okay? 6 hours later, Armstrong made history as he climbed down the ladder, stepped on the Padre, okay? Surface of the moon, okay? Aldrin followed suit after, becoming the second person to walk on the moon, okay? Aldrin sent the radio message back to Earth. The Eagle have landed. That's one small step for man and one giant leap to mankind. Or for mankind, excuse me. But anyway, it makes more sense in any way. So yeah, it just makes sense to have the time to get things ready to go back on Earth. If you want to get home in time. So there you go with that. You just have to deal with it. Next page. Anyway, and the astronauts filmed the moonwalk. More than 500 million people around the world watch it live on TV. Yep. thrilled to witness the amazing event. Exactly. Armstrong always raised the American flag and left the I can't pronounce this word, sorry. On the moon surface, the flag reads, "Here's man from the planet Earth, first set foot upon the moon, July 1969 AD. We came to peace from all mankind." Exactly. You just have to do something this thing for the whole thing between BBC's Rob McNeil in that time frame, and then all of a sudden just saw the moon difference, and I'm like, wow. That was exciting, you know. That's just me, of course. And I said Rob McNeil many times in this video, in many just from such content. But you know, that's just me, of course. Next page. Anyway, the astronauts spent nearly 22 hours on the moon. They took photos and collected 40 pounds of moon rocks. They also left something behind the first human footsteps. Footprints in the moon. Exactly. So it was time to return to the command module. Aldrin Armstrong fired up Eagle's engines and blast off. Hours later, they were back with Collins in the command module. Columbia was heading home. I have to agree with that 100%. You know, you have to do something about this. You know, that's just me, of course. So there you go. And we got 3 more pages left. But anyway, on July 24th, 1969, Columbia splashed down in the Pacific Ocean. The USS Hornet, a U.S. Navy aircraft carrier, was there to pick up the astronauts, okay? Thanks to the astronauts' discoveries, scientists learned many things in the Apollo 11 mission. They came to believe that the moon was once part of the Earth until it broke off and flew into space long ago. Scientists also found evidence that the moon had moonquakes, okay? Just as Earth has earthquakes. Exactly. So, you know, it makes sense to me, you know, when I don't know what to do with the next earthquake, it doesn't make sense to me at all. I don't think we'll have an earthquake at all, so no, I'm not allowing that at all. So no, there has to be, if it wasn't the first moon land, there wouldn't have been an Earth. You know, that's just me, of course. Here comes the last page of the book, saying, the moon land was a remarkable featuring Armstrong, Aldrin, and Collins, was America's newest heroes. Exactly. Parades were held in their honor in New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles. Okay? There have been 5 more NASA missions during which American astronauts would walk in the moon. All of those brave astronauts followed in the footsteps of the amazing Apollo 11 crew. Exactly. This is all what began, and this was 53 years ago. So there you go. So that was my little golden book about the first moon landing. What do you think about this book? I think it was amazing. So far, this book was a successful book to read to celebrate 53 years of the first moon landing. And you know, I think the successful thing about this first moon landing book is that I wanted to get this thing a try, you know. If it wasn't the first moon landing, it didn't want to be in the Earth, as I mentioned in this Bedtime Stories episode. So there you go. That was making more difference about this. And that was the Bedtime Stories, episode number 179. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next one. It's going to be the little golden book about Statue of Liberty. Till next time, Sue Jones and Bob Piece of Paper. Swear more videos guys be soon. And just a reminder, there will not be a brand new episode of Lunchtime Votes tomorrow. But there will be one Wednesday and Thursday. Till then, Jefferson out. See ya.